killer, you're a killer. The demons in my head are winning, you're a killer. You're a killer, you're a killer. The demons in my head are winning, you're a killer.
Right, we're ready to start. This is the end of the final event for the Zero Suicide Society Join the Dots Tour. We started in Hull and Scunthorpe, and here we are in Liverpool.
So that's how it works. Join the dots, collaboration, not competition. There's no place for competition in suicide prevention. Competition kills people. There's no place for prioritisation. Prioritisation kills people. There's no place for low ambition. Low ambition kills people. With people who are hopeful, have high ambition, believe we can get the numbers down, know what we need to do to get the numbers down, connect, collaborate, cooperate, do not compete. That's how we get the numbers down.
If you got the eye of the tiger, then I'm the lion. King of the jungle, protecting everyone I love. If you touch my people, I'll be sending you above. I was sorry, 13 years of age, and that's the start of my whole story. I never understood.
Hi everybody, so good to catch up with everybody at the end of a very long tour. It has been absolutely incredible what has happened on this tour. In Wigan, we do have the highest rate of suicides in England and Wales, and it's something that we are determined not only to reduce but just to absolutely get rid of. We want people to not be taking their lives in Wigan. We want to save lives, we have to work together. One of my chief aims, as Paul well knows, is that we have to collaborate. Authorities, local authorities, voluntary sector, the NHS, Greater Manchester Mental Health, we all have to collaborate.
It's really important that people realise just how much work we've got to do, because what they're doing in Australia and the US, they're about 30 years ahead of us. You know, we talk about suicide prevention education for students, you know, we talk about mandatory training for teachers, we talk about mental health professionals in schools, none of which is happening. The people I've met who dedicate their lives every day to make the world a better place, and it's been so inspirational. You know, we talk about preventing suicide, but what does that mean? The greatest thing I've taken from this is that it's true that not all heroes work AIDS, because there are plenty of them in this room today, and I've met so many along the way. So thank you for letting me be a part of the tour, Paul. I really enjoyed it.
Who don't know, we started Sean's Place because my brother sadly not here anymore. We were told that there was nothing we could do to help him. He had to start helping himself. Every single person that walked through the door of Sean's Place had the ability to make that change, and they did. They found the courage and they found the strength to walk through. Based on all the amazing things that Sean loved and who he was, and you know, all the things we loved about Sean, we just put into this something that we didn't know it would be. And then now, fast forward 4 years, we've got about 2,500 men every year that come through to our service, many of who are in the room today performing for you. So next time you hear that there's nothing that can be done, don't listen, because every single one of us has got the ability to make that change. Every single person that walked through the door of Sean's Place had the ability to make that change, and they did. They found the courage and they found the strength to walk through.
Hello everyone, yeah, it's amazing to be here and sort of hear everyone's story and be a part of this event. I'm going to perform a poem, and it's called Man of Many Faces. He's a man of many faces. One man needed in 100 million places at one time. Circumstance changes. Change face to another kind. Couldn't be the type of man today, maybe another time. Holds the door. He's a gentleman. Declares war, he's an emperor man. Check his temp, he's got a temper man. That's all.
Hello,
Wow, what an incredible, inspiring event. Thank you so much for having me here. I'm so apt that it was on Cope Street. So I'm Ellie MacDonald, and when I was a little girl, my dad was my world. But sadly, when I was just 4 years old, my dad took his own life. And I grew up feeling really confused and upset, angry, all the emotions about that, because it was such stigma and taboo and nobody spoke about it. And 35 years later, that was 1989, so 35 years later, suicide is still the biggest killer of anyone under 35 and men under 50. And this just has to change. We know that most people thinking about suicide don't actually want to die. They want the pain to stop. They want their suffering to end. So many people give out signs to show that they are struggling. So if we could only understand what signs to look for and how to respond to get them to a place of safety and to be able to keep yourself safe at the same time, suicide has to be one of the most preventable deaths. I am on a mission to empower and equip ordinary people with vital yet simple, life-saving mental health and suicide prevention training.
My lived experience was when we lost Natasha in 2018. It was devastating. Now, it was in the news, it was in the papers within a couple of days. So the first question that came to my mind is this in the news because there were a lot of student suicides at Bristol University. And if it can happen to Natasha, it can happen to anybody. So we became very determined then to learn from what happened. In the beginning of the talk, we started off in Hull, and I had the privilege of meeting Julia Waters. And the first thing she said to us was systemic change. That's at the bottom of the puzzle as well, looking at systemic change.
Yeah, I'm Susie. We travelled down from Scotland yesterday. Thank you. I created a small for impact because I like to focus on what it is rather than a not-for-profit of what it isn't. And it's called You Matter Always, because throughout life I have met far too many people who feel that they don't matter. So this is Join the Dots. When the curveballs in life leave your stomach in knots, take some time to join the dots. So to make sense of our life experiences, we must join the dots, to notice the connection between our feelings and our thoughts. We must gather the good along with the bad. We must remember the happy, not just the sad.
It was chained up with a lock. How you thinking I kept stable after trauma? I've been used to it. Emotions up and down all the time again. I've been used to it. Still dealing with the fact that I'm never gonna get better. The demons in my head are winning. They're a killer. They're a killer. They're a killer. The demons in my head are winning. They're a killer. Many times I've spoken about it, but yeah, I'm silent. Whispers in the back of my head, a mental asylum. Searching for the stars in the sky and I cannot find them. Look at my expressions, man, I'm struggling to hide them. I keep going, that's the way my parents raised me. Never backing down from a battle, I know I'm crazy. Reading from the Bible, I'm hoping that he can save me. Resurrect my body, I'm hoping that he can find me. Dealing with the fact that I'm never gonna get better. The demons in my head are winning, they're a killer. They're a killer, they're a killer. The demons in my head are winning, they're a killer. Been the highest of the high, but the lowest of the low.
There's only so much luggage you can take on the plane. Only so much trouble you can take until you go insane. Trauma, anxiety, depression, man, put it on the scale and it all seems to weigh the same. So I take some out, but it feels like I'm adding more on. I'm ashamed of the bag, I don't even want to pass it on. How can we board the flight if we can't admit what's yours and mine? Accountability's hard to find, the problems continue to pile high.
Man, we're carrying luggage, cases upon cases. I keep seeing people making the same mistakes, cause people are unprepared to tell the world where their vacation is. I don't mean a sunny place, I mean where they're going inside their brain. Man, we're carrying luggage, cases upon cases. I keep seeing people making the same mistakes.
Woke up this morning, I suddenly realized we're all in this together. I started smiling, cause you were smiling, and we're all in this together. I'm made of atoms, you're made of atoms, and we're all in this together. And long division just doesn't matter, cause we're all in this together. Yeah. Walking in the city, we're all in this together. The city's changing, cause we are changing, and we're all in this together. Every 12 seconds, someone remembers that we're all in this together. In the kitchen of your rent control apartment, we're all in this together. Come on baby, I don't mean to rush you, I only wanted to reach out and touch you. I've got to start to open my heart. I know you think about jumping ship before it sinks, but we are all in this together. Ask a scientist, it's quantum physics, we are all in this together.
Don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever did, looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing.